So I have before me the supposed build that is the best for Lionheart Legacy. I'm here to see if this is true. If it's not, I'm here to optimize and tweak it to make sense. So for Lionheart Legacy, the first weapon I have is the Sage's Wand. Secondary is you're always going to want to have the defense totem. The helmet, you're supposed to have the Hat of Annihilation, which is increased flame wave damage by 17.5% because flame wave is one of the movesets that you get for Lionheart Legacy. Chest is going to be the Robe of Annihilation, so when you're an amplified, you have 100% crit rate and do that extra crit damage. Leg armor is going to be the Leg Armor of Annihilation for the crit rate, or the Leg Armor of Eternity. Since I'm building around Flame Wave build, I'm using this. Increase Flame Wave damage by 8.8%. There's max rolls for this, of course. You have to search for it yourself. The boots are going to be the Grand Seer's boots, attack boots. I looked at the other boots, but none of them really caught my attention. Gloves is the Placid Mage's gloves because it increases your Arcane Lightning, which is another moveset that you get in Lionheart Legacy that you can actually build around. Shoulders are the Shoulder Guards of Desire because it reduces your Arcane cooldown by 4.4 seconds. 5 is the seconds, I think, is the max roll. You do have other options like the Grand Seer Shoulder Guards. And you also have the Placid Mage's Shoulders, which reduce Firebomb cooldown by 2 seconds, but that's just literally not worth it in my opinion. And the waist is the Belt of Eternity. Now, this is supposed to be the optimal build, and here in this video, I'm going to show you whether or not it's actually good. Let's start off with the helmet. The Hat of Annihilation increases Flame Wave damage. Here we go. So it's 2,000, 2,400. All right, so those are the numbers, 1,900. As you can see, there was definitely a drop in attack value. I was hitting the 2,000s and it went down to 1,900. And legs, I'm also using Flame Wave, increase your attack power by 8.8% for 7 seconds. So both of these together definitely boost my attack. My attack power is 2.780 with the Flame Wave pants. I went up to 3,027. So that's not too bad. I definitely got an 8% increase. So these pants are pretty nice. Like I said, you want to use these things off Amplify, and when amplified, it literally will benefit you. So just keep that in mind when you are using this piece of equipment. Here's another thing: Placid Mage's gloves increase Arcane Lightning damage by 20%. So not only do I have the Sage's Wand, but I also have Arcane Lightning by 20%. So we're gonna test to see how that works. So the Placid Mage's gloves are clearly showing higher values, even by 400 or 500 points. Out of the 3 gloves, the Placid Mage's gloves amplified with 100% crit rate still is superior than the Truth Seeker's gloves, max roll by the way, for that specific moveset. I can't justify using the Shoulder Guards of Desire just because the cooldown on Arcane Lightning is just too long, that even with this reduction, you're still waiting. My go-to shoulders will be the Grand Seer Shoulder Guards. So with everything that I've tested here, I definitely will admit that the Hat of Annihilation is nice. The chest is Robe Armor of Annihilation. Legs is the Leg Armor of Eternity. And shoes, Grand Seer's boots. Gloves, I definitely recommend if you're going to be using Arcane Lightning. Only if you're going to be using Arcane Lightning a lot. But otherwise, I can't justify using the Placid Mage's gloves because Truth Seekers and Gloves of Desire work the best for Firebomb and they work for Flame Wave, versus Placid Mage's gloves only work for Arcane Lightning. Now shoulders are going to be the Grand Seer Shoulders. Shoulder Guards of Desire just are not worth it, so stick with the attack power and the Belt of Eternity. Sage's Wand, although it does reduce my mana cost, Arcane Lightning just doesn't pull enough mana to justify even having to need to reduce mana because it only uses about 330 mana to begin with, and then it goes on cooldown. Accessories are going to be your choice. The build I created is for Lionheart's movesets. If you're doing dungeons, I recommend the Ring of the Plague for 27% crit damage and 1% lifesteal. And the necklace would be the Horde necklace for extra damage. However, if you want more sustain and safety in dungeons and you don't have to waste as many potions or dying, I recommend the necklace of the Golden King for extra defense and crit rate, and the ring can also be the Ring of the Whispering Serpent for 2% lifesteal on every attack. As a mage, you should be sitting around 200% crit hit damage. So with those accessories, I would already be in the critical hit damage range of 200%. Thanks again for watching. I do my best to keep guides short and to the point, so if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like, sub, and comment some feedback. It's free for you, and it just thanks me a lot for making the video. Socials are in the description box, and stay blessed, folks.